every week. So this is great. I love this. But when the Bears are playing at noon,
we're here to the Bears pregame
till 11:30. How about that? It seems like we already got a phone call. Let's go to the phone lines to see what's going on there. Caller, you're on Fantasy Football 101. What's up?
Yeah, I was just calling to reply to you guys' question about what we're all doing to tweak our rosters before the
Okay.
Something I've done, I'm in a 12-team league where, there's not much depth as a receiver. What I've done is I've taken a look at the situation in Cleveland. Greg Little looks like he might be a number one receiver out there.
Yeah.
And then Denarius Moore out in Oakland is getting a lot of hype. So those are just some suggestions if you're looking for receivers.
The Greg Little suggestion is very good. I mean, he's had a great preseason, and I think McCoy has proven now that he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. I don't know if he'll be a great one, but he's a good NFL quarterback, and he's going to throw the ball, and Little's, I think, going to be one of the main guys he throws it to.
Yeah, I agree, and I have him. I picked up Greg Little in a couple of different leagues because I've talked about this before, I think Colt McCoy is on the right track. I think he's going to be, I know you think I think he'll be a superior talent in the NFL eventually. I like the way Cleveland's going, and a lot of times I jump out a year too early on guys, and I feel like I may have done that with Greg Little this year. I feel like what's going to happen is a lot of people are kind of hearing in this guy's name, and so they're going to draft him with big expectations. He may fall a little short this year, and what that'll do is drop his value for next season. And then when you pick him up next season, and I think that, going forward after that, I think superstar. That's where I'm at.
Carl, you said Denarius Moore is the other?
Yeah, I know Oakland, they don't have the strongest quarterback situation out there, but then again, they don't really have a true number one target out there either. True. So they've been saying that he's got a chance to step up and make some plays for him.
Oh, he's got absolutely fantastic speed, and they want to get back to throwing the ball deep, and Moore would be one of these guys that would fit that bill. Another guy who would be a nice number 4 or 5 receiver. He's not quite the sleeper that he was maybe a couple weeks ago, Antonio Brown from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people have jumped on that.
That bandwagon has been hopped on here last week. But, yeah, Colin, I think you bring up a couple really good names, and it's tough in a 12-team league, like you said, because the free agent pool is really, really shallow.
Yeah, there's absolutely nobody to find right now. I mean, receiver is the only position that has any talent whatsoever.
Yeah,
running back-wise, there's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's what you've got to do, too, in a 12-team league. You've got to scour, and you got to take a chance. You got to look for these hidden gems, and, you take them and just cross your fingers that they do something. But I think you picked a couple good ones.
All righty.
Thanks for the call, man. Yeah, that is, you do have to really scour and try to find some diamonds in the rough there, but, that can be tough. A lot of times what you have to do is just kind of hang tight and let some things unfold. You know what I mean? Just if you're in one of because there's not right after drafts, there's rarely anyone in the free agent pool that you would want on your team. I mean, that's kind of how that works. They get drafted. So, so for me, I always hang tight. I draft the best team I can, and I let everybody go crazy with all their ads and drops before the season even starts. And I hang tight, and I let my waiver wire position move up to number 1. And then I wait for the first big break to open up, and I take it. That got me LeGarrette Blount last year. That's got me Ryan Grant in the past, when he was worth having. So, a lot of times what you need to do is not move around so much initially. Wait until the season starts happening. Let your waiver wire priority move up to number 1, and then, boom, hop on the first, gym that pops up. Let's go back to the phone lines. Caller, you're on Fantasy Football 101. What's up?
Is it me?
It's you.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
Okay, I haven't been in fantasy football for about 10 years.
Wow.
And it's hard to get in a league, so I just went on NFL.com, and I don't know how I did. I mean, I got Aaron Rodgers,
good,
Eli Manning, Ryan Matthews, Felix Jones. I think my running backs are kind of weak, but D'Angelo Williams, I did draft him, and he's intriguing to me.
Yeah.
They gave him all the money, but are they going to play 9-man fronts against Carolina? I mean,
Well, yeah, they are. I mean, that's you. You got Cam Newton under center.
Right.
No real receiving threats. I got Steve Smith like 38. What? I mean, no real receiving threats. They got two running backs in John Stewart and D'Angelo Williams that can run the ball, plus a running quarterback. Yeah, you better believe defenses are going to be loading up the box to stop
the line.
Yeah, to stop Carolina. But the good news is there's so many threats in that backfield that I think they've been loading up the box for the last few years. And when D'Angelo's healthy, he still produces. That backfield still is able to produce, especially if another guy goes down. So D'Angelo Williams is just fine. You have Felix Jones and Ryan Matthews, you said. Felix Jones, Mark and I love this year. We both are really, really high on Felix Jones. And if he stays healthy, it would not surprise me to see him finish in the top 10. So you look okay.
What about Matthews?
Matthews is one of these guys who has all the ability of the world to become a really good number one. His problem is, one, he has a problem staying healthy, and two, he can't hang onto the ball. But when he does, he breaks long runs. He's got the ability to go 45, 50 at a moment's notice. And that's why everyone in fantasy loves him, because he can bring the goods, but he just has to hold on to the ball.
And he's got Mike Tolbert breathing down his neck, who looked really good last season.
I'll tell you what, though, if Matthews proves himself and stays healthy and hangs on, I know that team would love to keep him at number one.
Oh yeah, that's why they drafted him.
Absolutely.
But